Okay, so we've got Naomi here from Bly Bly, and here are your 20 questions. So what do you think of Hitler?
Not very much. Don't like him much.
God?
I love God. I think God's amazing. Yeah.
Gender equality?
I don't think we have gender equality in our country, but I do think that we should have it.
Government?
I think that they use a lot of their resources on spinning the truth, which is another way of lying to people, but they've got to spend a lot of money on people who twist the truth.
Climate change?
I think that we as a world should be being a lot more serious about climate change.
The Pope?
He seems like he's a good pope, but I don't know that he should have the power he has as a human being.
Homelessness?
I don't think we need to have homelessness, places that are set aside for them to live. They just cannot seem to live with other people or that, so it's hard.
Under what circumstance do you see it being helpful to assassinate a public figure?
That's a funny one. How many people would I want to assassinate? But if countries are going to choose between, say, starting off a whole war, like with bin Laden, and a lot of people, innocent people being killed and the whole world being set upside down, I would have rather that they just sent some people to secretly assassinate him.
Public health care?
I think we've got a very good public health care set up. I think it could be better though, and I think in some countries it is better, but I am very thankful that we have it.
Renewable energy?
We don't put a lot of resources into using renewables, and also even plastics and everything.
Capitalism?
I think there's a place for it, but I wish it was run a lot better.
Okay, our community's mental health?
Oh, I think we could do a lot better in that space. You know, I think we're lagging behind a lot in terms of caring for people who have mental health.
Media bias?
Oh, yeah. Alan Jones has just retired. Hallelujah. So I will say no more about that.
Euthanasia?
Oh, no, that's a big one. I've spoken to some people who are all for it. I personally think we need to do better in the way we care for sick and dying people and older people in our society, and I think we wouldn't need to be talking about euthanasia if we had better quality of care for people and dignity of issues. But because we don't, I understand why people go down that road.
Illegal immigrants?
I think people who come over to our country because they're fleeing violence or wars to try and make a different life and a safer life for their children should be able to come to our country.
Public breastfeeding?
I don't have a problem with that, but I'd have a bit of trouble now.
Genetics versus environment?
Genetics versus the environment. I don't think we need to fiddle with a lot of things that we do, and I think it's dangerous to deal with things like, I'm talking about sunflowers and, you know, canola and all that. Now they're having problems with some of that genetic modifying that's gone on. And so I don't think I agree with it. But saying that, if someone's got a disease or a child in the utero has got a disease, that they can go in and tweak some cells and make that child a well person, like not have, I don't know, 3 years instead of 2 or something, well, then I would probably be very open to it. So, you know.
What will cause World War III?
I was going to say Trump. I will say that probably there will be a World War III one day because of mankind. Man can't help themselves. But I hope not.
What makes a song move you?
I'm a bit of a romantic, so I love romantic songs, but I love songs with instruments and brass, and I love harmonies. Harmonies are probably my favourite thing.
And when will science cure sickness?
When we get to heaven.
And that's your 20 questions. Well done.